my friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot for this week's Pick a Card. I did change up some of the oracle cards for this week's reading. I'm just switching it up and see which cards are working well together. I haven't changed the tarot cards. I have the Light Seers Tarot, This May Hurt Tarot, and the Unfolding Path Tarot, and I love these cards. I've also this week brought to the table tea leaf cards. I thought we'd get a message from our animal spirits, the animal spirit guide, and I have a couple of different decks for clarification if needed, so they may or may not come out in the pile. So if you haven't been here before, what I do is I shuffle the decks, and each deck will present a card which will indicate the energy, the message sort of that might be coming through on that card. I do ask for one card only, so if multiple flip over like that just did, I won't take it. So let me just release any tense energy around those cards. Let's see. For pile number 1 this week, please, what message from Spirit do you have? One card, please. I'll do it again. There it is. Sometimes they fly out, sometimes they stick out or turn around. Okay, 3 of Swords energy for pile number 1. For pile number 2, please. Oh, that was quick. The 9 of Pentacles. And for pile number 3, let's get some energy here. The King of Swords. So these are the 3 piles for this week. Select 1 or 2 or 3, whatever resonates with you. There may be multiple messages in the readings today for you. The time stamps are down below, and if you want a little bit more time to look at the cards, just press pause here. Then you can hit the time stamp down below. So I'll meet you in your reading. Hello, my pile number 1. So you have chosen the 3 of Swords card. I'm going to, before I begin anything else, select some tea leaf cards to complement this reading. They may be a message on their own. Each individual card may have a message for you. If it's for you, it'll ring true to you and you'll recognize it, okay? I've learned long ago that you don't want to shuffle tea leaf cards because they truly go everywhere. So I'm just going to select some cards here. Let's see. We will take that one. Oh. We'll get a month card for you. Let's get an astral house. And then we'll get a couple more tea leaf cards. Let's see. Now, I have no idea what cards I'm pulling. I'm pulling the cards as I'm feeling drawn to, as I'm guided by Spirit to. So, there we go. And I'm just going to stop the video while I clean up the mess I made here. Okay, pile number 1, let's gather the cards. And we'll see what we have. Oh, my goodness. I don't have my glasses. Made sure that I was prepared. thought I was. Let's look now. So check and double check your communications right now while Mercury's in retrograde. Make sure you haven't mass emailed the whole office that funny, perhaps somewhat inappropriate meme. All right. Let's look at the tea leaf cards. We have the Lion. It's time to act. We have the Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. The Astral House is in the area of love. Love is coming through to you. December. And in need of help, assistance, and guidance. If you need a hand with something, don't hesitate to ask someone. So these cards could be one big, beautiful message, or they could be individual messages. A lion could represent perhaps the astrological sign Leo. Maybe you're a Leo. Maybe someone in your world is a Leo. Love is coming through for you. Something about perhaps last December, or perhaps someone's birthday is in December, or perhaps you're looking forward to something this coming December. So I'll leave those up there for you to decipher how they relate to you. What card you've chosen is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, you know, as the card is depicting, is really about heartbreak or sorrow, right? Obvious distress. And now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's something current. It could be a past hurt. With Mercury retrograde energy, be wary that relationships from the past or old conflicts may come forward again for you. And that's kind of what Mercury retrograde does. And what you're being asked to do is kind of try to go with the flow and don't engage in any difficult kind of situations if you can avoid it. So this may be about releasing some pain this week, or facing some painful situation. Perhaps it's even something that's coming up for you, some past trauma, and if that's the case, I'm so sorry. Let's see what other energy are coming for us. For pile number 1 this week, in relation to the Three of Swords, could we have some clarity, please? Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Ooh, okay. Why is the Queen of Wands and King of Wands coming after the... Okay, and then the Lions there again. Let's stop and unpack this, okay? The King and Queen of Wands are that power couple who just seem to really work well together. They complement each other really well, where the Queen of Wands has this positive, optimistic energy about her. The King of Wands, while appreciating that, really values moving forward on, you know, passions and dreams, and that energetic energy of the Queen of Wands. They're also, although a power couple, fiercely independent, right? So this Queen of Wands could be you. This King of Wands could be you. It's a feminine or a masculine energy. It doesn't have anything to do with sexual orientation. It's about the it's about the strength and the energy that you possess. Are you the one who has all those fantastic, creative, wonderful ideas, or are you the one that is about implementing those ideas, you know, bringing them forth, you know, it's just, it's a perfect complement of the Wands energy, which really is about passion and creation and moving forward in something. With the Three of Swords at the beginning of your reading, it makes me feel as though you may feel that you have lost a counterpart. This could be, you know, a person that you worked very close with, and together you kept the wheels running. This could be what's coming back to you through Mercury retrograde, is about perhaps an ending that occurred in the past. If it was a relationship, it could have been a fire sign. Wands are fire signs. So yeah, it really, the first thought that came to mind was you're feeling helpless, like you don't have control of a situation, or that you've lost your autonomy or your independence. Maybe it's either that you lost it or you're really struggling to hold on to it or attain it. Now, this is going to be different for different people. I'm just going to get a couple of cards, a couple of tarot cards to see what kind of different situations this might be. It's kind of something different I'm doing with the readings, and it's just because so many different scenarios come through for me that it's hard for me to generalize it. So I'm going to see what kind of situations this might be or could present itself. Could you help me to generalize it, please? Okay, that's not at all generalized. That's 15 cards. Let's try again. The King of Cups. Yeah. So this is in an area of love, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but it does look like it's a relationship. It could be a friendship, a partnership. It could be a group that you're involved with, or part of a team, or something of that nature. And you're struggling. It looks like for most of you, it's really about a struggle to find yourself and find your strength and your passion and your motivation to move forward on something after having encountered a loss of some sort. Okay. Spirit, can we have some advice for call number 1? moving forward this week. That's, you know, that's pretty clear. Lots of advice from Spirit. Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. Strength. And the Two of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? What beautiful. I'm going to put them down here. There's just not a lot of room up there. So let's take a look at these cards. The Ace of Swords. There's a new beginning, a new structure happening, a new way of thinking, a new idea, and a new passion. So perhaps whatever this was, this week, your advice is to let it go. And with these aces, Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands, aces are new beginnings, initiation in something. And you have the power of the mind and the power of the soul here. You've got a new beginning in a new passion. Perhaps it is a new relationship. Yeah. Or I'm more getting a feeling that it's an additional relationship. Okay? Because you have the Two of Pentacles here. So I think you have this situation, and now you're introducing another. But Spirit's letting you know that you have the strength to do both, okay? To care for both. So, for example, this could be an aging loved one that you're caring for, and you're starting to feel a little bit helpless at the same time as perhaps there's, you know, a new child or a new grandchild in the picture. That part of it may be you're torn between the sadness and the blessings of something this week. I'm not sure if that's advice so much as kind of a continuation of the week for you. This doesn't have to be the Three of Swords. It's you know, it's not the Devil, Death, Tower, Judgment card all laid down together. You know, it's not that sort of Nine of Swords. It's something definitely that is hurting your heart in some sort of relationship for some reason. And that reason will ring true for you. But be reminded that there's going to be a change, a new idea, or maybe you'll change your mind in some area that will encourage a new passion or a new beginning and a new direction. If this is resonating with you in any way and you want to let me know in the comments, I'd love that. If I knew that you don't have to get real specific with it or anything if you don't feel like sharing with the community, but I'd love to know if I've hit upon one of your situations. Okay, Spirit, I'm going to get an ending message for the week. The Spirit want you to know. What's this? The Moon, fear, illusions, the unknown. And the death and rebirth. So you're fearing a change this coming week. Yeah, a change that you know is required. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands is really about moving forward in a new direction on something. And a reminder from Spirit that you have the strength and the ability to both leave something behind and move forward with something at the same time. It's really important that you just surrender any fears you have, or acknowledge and accept that there are fears. You're not quite sure how it's going to play out. But this Death and Rebirth card really is about a complete transformation of a situation or a relationship. It might be time to have a conversation with, if this is related to Mercury retrograde energy, perhaps there was some relationship from your past that was difficult or painful and really had no conclusion or solid end or what have you that's coming forward this week for you. If that's the case, this Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands together with the Strength is saying that you've grown, you've learned, you've accepted and appreciate and forgiven certain things from the past, and you are going to have no difficulty moving forward in this situation and really benefiting from making that change. And don't fear the changes that are happening. You are going to appreciate this whole new transformation. It takes you out of that Three of Swords energy and really brings about a new rebirth. This card is death and rebirth. There's a new beginning. That's beautiful. Let's see if we... Now, I wasn't going to get an angel card, but now I feel drawn to do an angel card. All of my readings are likely not going to be exactly the same. So, for example, the piles are going to be different because I'm not going to pick the same amount of cards for each reading. I'm not always going to use the exact same decks. And the reason is there's different messages, and I don't want to limit myself or spirit in getting those messages through to you. So I will select decks as I'm drawn to. I will select clarity decks as I need to, and we'll get the message out that way. Why restrict ourselves, right? Why restrict, spirit? Okay, angel message for call number 1. Okay, I think we got a couple here. That's beautiful. First one coming through for you is angelic protection. So know as you're moving through this transition, right, this transformation that's happening, that you are protected by your angels. You're always protected by your angels. They're always there behind you. They've got your back. They send you love, and if you call on them, they will help you to muster the strength to do whatever it is that you need to do. And surrender. Okay. Angelic protection and surrender is really a beautiful way of saying just let it go and trust the universe. Let it go and believe, right? It's also kind of like that, let them. I can't remember her name. Mel Gibbons, something. Anyway, the let them phenomena where you just, if someone's going to think or feel or do or act whatever, some kind of way that's adverse to me and my person, let them. You have no control over that. Surrender to this process. It is meant to happen, and it's going to happen. With the death and rebirth, it's this transformation is meant to happen at this time. It's divine timing. Just know you're protected. Know you are loved. And stay strong and surrender. Give it up to the universe. If you don't know how to proceed or how to move forward in a particular area, ask your angels, right? Give it to God, some people say. I'm really curious to get an angel, we got our angel, sorry, animal spirit guide card. I haven't used the animal spirit guides in a while, and I will be reading it from the book if I find where I placed the book. For pile number 1, please, spirit, an animal spirit guide, a message from an animal spirit guide. Okay, that flew to the floor. We have the wolf, authenticity, number 17. And we have the orca, song lines with the orca. Number 17 and number 30, the numbers on these cards Maybe that number resonates for you in some way. I just feel like I'm all over the place this reading, and I apologize, pile number 1. But sometimes it be that way. Let's see. The message from the wolf animal spirit is discover who you really are by revealing your authenticity. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency, so if you are pretending to be someone you are not, it'll keep you from attracting people with whom you do not resonate. Let me read that again because I think I added some words. We all resonate a frequency, so if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. We're all individuals, right? We all have different perspectives. We can all look at the same item or same situation and have a different opinion about it. It may be time that you put up boundaries and hold steady and fast and true to your belief system and not allow, yourself to be swayed or behave in such a way that does not feel authentic to you and who you are, okay? Let's get number 30, the Orca energy. You know, I've seen this card so many times, and I only just realized that there's a young girl laying on the ocean floor under the orcas. I've only ever really noticed the orcas. Wonder what that means. You are walking in the bloodlines of your ancestors, but you are an individual who makes your own destiny. Seek better communication with family. Nourish yourself and exercise extreme self-care. Share your skills with others. Beautiful messages. Beautiful messages, pile number 1. I think before we leave today, we will get an angel number. These angel numbers you may see anywhere, okay, out in the world, in a book, on your screen, an address, telephone number, whatever. When you see these numbers, and I believe you will, there's 2, you're being asked to remember the message both on the card with the angel number as well as the message of this reading today. So, 0404, slow down. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Now, this message right now is relevant, I believe, to all of us. With Mercury retrograde, we can tend to be distracted, and that also means people can be even more distracted on the road, so please be careful on the road. When you're doing things in Mercury retrograde, it's not a great time to start something new, but it is a great time to fine-tune something, to take an extra look at something that you're doing, to really see where it can be improved upon. Communication is one of the big Mercury retrograde things that we can come up against. Things can be miscommunicated, or people can misunderstand what's being said, or misremember. And just remember to go with the flow. Know that this is a time when this sort of thing can happen, and keep some healthy boundaries and take extra good care of yourself. Okay. 1331, good fortune. Have faith in your skills and talents. as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. So isn't that beautiful, right? That's beautiful. That's a great message this week. So pile number 1, that was your reading, and I hope it resonated with you in some way. If it did, please give me a thumbs up so I know that it did. And come back to see me next week with another pick a card, or you may have another message in another card from this reading. As well, I am hoping to get out zodiac readings for the month of August. Again, those were recordings that had been begun, and due to technical errors and problems and issues, they have to be done again. So even though I'm so aware of this period of time and its ability to kind of throw my energy off, I'm still out here making the mistakes and not double checking myself. So just a warning. Double check, double check, double check. Okay, pile number 1. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. You have selected the 9 of Pentacles, which is really a wish fulfillment card. Okay. Before we begin, I'm going to get some tea leaf messages for you. I don't shuffle these because they tend to go everywhere, but I will draw them out, and I'll select a few. And yeah, let's see. We will get an astral house. I select these cards as I'm drawn to, so I intuitively am choosing them. Now, the last time I stopped the video so that I could clean up, but this time I think I'm just going to fast forward it in editing because Mercury retrograde, I had some issues this week with forgetting to turn the camera back on, so I'm just going to ask you to bear with for a moment while I do this. There's got to be an easier way to do that. Let's see. 9 of Pentacles energy, pile number 2. I'm going to flip over these tea leaf cards. And before I do, I just want to mention that these tea leaf cards will resonate with each person differently, and they may not all resonate with you. It could be read as one entire story, several stories, or even just a reminder or something that resonates with you in some way. But yeah, let's get through it. The astral house. The astral house of wealth. October is a very important month. Peace and harmony is coming through for you. Spiritual love. A distant friend is thinking of you. And a period of frustration. Lessons are to be learned. That is beautiful. Those are beautiful tea leaf cards. Okay. So for example, perhaps you're moving into a place of peace and harmony because you feel that your finances are in a good place, or that you're starting a new job in September and your first paycheck will be in October, or, you know, there's a lot of different ways this can read through. Okay. So yes, you can take a moment to look at these cards and see how they might resonate with you. They may also tie into the reading for you today, pile number 2. So 9 of Pentacles, something about abundance and a wish fulfillment. What What is the energy for this week for pile number 2, please? Let me know if you like the addition of the tea leaves, or I am switching up some of the... okay, I got a lot of cards there. I am switching up some of the oracle cards. We have the Fool. It's a new beginning. 8 of Swords energy. 7 of Cups energy. And the 2 of Cups energy. I really feel like this message is coming through over and over again. Do you know what it is? It is coming through over and over again because I've recorded several, and the recordings have not been, you know, I'm doing things wrong and they're going away. I'm accidentally deleting them is what's happening. So Spirit is continuously setting me this message through the cards so that I can get it through to you. In pile number 2, this is your message that I've heard several times. There is a situation or an opportunity for you to do something completely different. It's something you've never done before. Something maybe even you think you can't do, but Spirit's asking you to just go for it. The Fool is not overthinking the situation at all. He's just moving forward and trusting that this new beginning is going to be beautiful, and it is. It is going to be a beautiful new beginning. It's important, though, that you don't overwhelm yourself with a bunch of busy work or information that's unnecessary, or, you know. It's also important that moving forward in this, you know, abundance getting venture this week, this thing that you're going to do that's going to increase your abundance in some way. And that doesn't, just so you know, it doesn't have to be financial. Abundance is what is important to you, what you value, things you value. It could be family and friendships, and it can be material wealth. It could also be your career, your home, your garden. 9 of Pentacles is an abundance and something that you really value. And the Fool is telling you there's an opportunity to do something a different way, or to do something different that will, or to take that leap of faith that will bring this abundance to you. At the same time, it's very important that you get rid of any feelings of self-doubt, right? And don't overcomplicate things with choices and options and having a difficult time, you know, deciding how to go about it or what. Trust that once you make the first steps towards whatever this is, the outcome is going to be something really that fills your heart. So, for example, if this was, let's say a very good friend and you have had a falling out and you miss them terribly, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is saying do something outside of your comfort zone. So maybe despite whatever this falling out was, and you know, you feel as though you're in the right, so you're just, you know, you're doing what you do, you're holding it in, and you're not expressing your opinion or communicating. You're just feeling like this is, well, I guess we're just not friends anymore, right? So the Fool would be taking the first step to maybe move forward and apologize and ask if they're willing to hear your perspective, sharing that perspective, and ultimately you know, rekindling that friendship and making it stronger perhaps than it was before. What would hold you back, or what would be difficult in this situation, is if you get into your head and start to think that, first of all, I couldn't possibly do that. You know, I can't make myself vulnerable like that. I'm, you know, it's those thoughts and feelings that box us in, that make us feel trapped and unable to do what we know we can do and should do. And the Seven of Cups is thinking of all the potential outcomes. Well, Eight of Swords and Seven of Cups together is that energy of, well, if I do this, they'll do that. And if I say this, they'll say that. And what is so-and-so going to say? And what is so-and-so going to do? And all that mess, right? So Spirit's asking you and telling you that if you take a step forward out of your comfort zone in whatever situation this is, okay, there is support and love and abundance at the end of it. This could be trying a new position at work. Opportunity comes available to you. Don't overthink it. Don't think of all the reasons why it wouldn't work. If it is something that would give you joy, even if you don't quite feel prepared, take that first step, okay? Because you have the support of the universe, of your loved ones, of your friends, to have a positive outcome. Wow, I wonder what that is for you this week, pile number 2. Where are you going? What you doing? Oh. Knight of Swords moves quickly, so don't miss your opportunity, okay? That's a bit of advice from Spirit. Don't be reckless, but don't miss your opportunity. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can go off half-cocked, you know what I mean? Like, just don't overthink it. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis, but also don't move forward without a thought in your head either, right? Just know what it is you need to do, know what it is you want to do, and then move towards it. The World. I am so sorry. That came through. There. I understand that YouTube does not like nudity, so we're just going to cover the Beautiful Woman in the World card with a crystal. Yeah. So, the World card for me in this situation is really representing coming full circle, okay? Putting an end to a cycle of perhaps a feeling of lack, or a feeling of being trapped or unable to move forward, feeling like your hands are tied in some situation, feeling like there's no way to receive a positive outcome. That's changing, and it's changing fairly quickly for you. Okay, you're coming full circle with this. There's going to be a complete understanding at the end of this week. Any other messages for pile number 2 for this week? That keeps sticking out for me, and I don't know why. See what it is. 4 of Wands. Okay. So that is, the 4 of Wands for me is really about home and family support and structure, a strong foundation, right? It's also represents, you know, the 4 Wands kind of look like 1111. So a message from the universe that you're on the right track, right? You're moving ahead in the right way, I guess, or in a way that is better for you and better for all, I guess. Strength card. bottom of the deck energy. So again, Spirit's telling you that you can have what you want. You can make this outcome a positive outcome. You simply have to stop the stressing, stop putting so many different potential scenarios. Why worry about all these potential scenarios if they have not occurred? Plus, you don't want to put that energy out into the universe, right? The Knight of Swords and the World together is telling me that there is a cycle closing, one that's for your good, something that is important for you, something that you value will be successful. So if it is this friendship, you have the strength to be vulnerable and to initiate that conversation, okay? Love this message for you, pile number 2. Okay, let us see. I wasn't going to do angel cards, but the angel cards just keep singing out to me, so we're going to, I did do it in pile number 1 as well. I just thought this week I wasn't going to use them, but like I said, we do what feels right here. We follow our intuition. Yes. Hello. Honesty and communication. Okay. Yeah. So that's a big confirmation right there, isn't it? That communication is key. That blessings and abundance can be yours, but you simply have to take that first step. Make that first move. Okay. And if you're wondering and overthinking and whatever, the universe is saying, yes, do it. Yes. Yes. Be honest and communicate. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with who you're communicating with. And the outcome is beautiful. It's that 4 of Wands energy. It's feeling and having a really strong foundation. It's rebuilding from that 8 of Swords feeling. Okay. This week I am getting animal spirit oracle guide cards. I'm not sure all those words are in the title. Divine Animals Oracle is what it's called. I'm going to read it from the book, because I have difficulty recalling what all the different spirit animals are representing. Okay, there's the one. Pile number 1 had 2 spirit animals come through. The Chameleon, change, number 33. I mean, let's take a look and see what that message is from your spirit animal. Maybe you're really resonating with the chameleon. Maybe you're in the middle of this glow up. Let's see. Change is a natural part of life, so resistance is futile. Ride the energies of change and know where you are and know where you are going. Then fear will lessen. It is not always wise to just blend in with everyone else. Flexibility in mind and body is advantageous. Do not take too long to make your decision. Right? Right. I love when spirit and the animal spirit guides, I love when they confirm a reading, right? Isn't that, like, doesn't it just make you feel that much better to see it come out in layers? We've got peace and harmony, honest communication, change, spiritual love. A distant friend is thinking of you. Perhaps that's this old friendship that fell apart from the past that's coming forward, because we're now in the Mercury retrograde period of time. Again, that is not the way it has to resonate with you. If it's resonating with you in some other way or some other situation, then you're meant for this reading. This message was meant for you. We're going to end today's reading with a angel number, with 2 angel numbers. And when you see these numbers out in the wild, wherever you may see them, so books, TV, telephone numbers, addresses, you know, billboards, wherever you may see these angel numbers, you're being asked to remember the message on the card as well as the message in this reading. So 666, reflect. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person, right? So if this was a situation where there was a falling out and you're not the same person that you were back then, okay? Because none of us are. We change. We're meant to grow. You know, we're meant to get better. That's how we mature, right? So that message for you. And 222, alignment. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. So alignment is coming for you. Pile number 2, this has been a fantastic reading. It came through so clear. I hope it resonated with you in some way. And if it did and you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you did. I will be doing these readings weekly, so you can meet me here again next week, same time, same place. As well, I will be doing monthly zodiac readings, and I'm working on them now to get them out for the 1st of August. So thank you again, number 2, for supporting me and coming to this reading today. I enjoyed giving it, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Pile number 3, welcome to this week's reading. We're doing something a little different, and I'm getting some tea leaf cards. As I told the other piles when I was recording their message, I don't shuffle these, because my experience has been then I spend the next 20 minutes looking around the room to where they fell, right? Or where I've shot them. So I'm going to get an astral house, month of the year, and choose the cards that I'm intuitively drawn to choose. These tea leaf messages come in sometimes with several different messages for you, and sometimes it just paints one complete picture. Let's see. So let's get the message. This could be, like I said, one message, several messages, maybe just a card or 2 will resonate with you in some way. It may tie the situation of the tarot energy for you, okay? Months of the year, we have July. We're currently in the month of July. Marriage, maybe you're getting married or going to a wedding. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Well, family wishes come true. Leg, stepping into a new experience. And hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Wow. Wow. Happy July, pile number 3. So it looks like there's a lot of joy happening for you. Maybe it's several situations. Maybe it's one situation. Family wishes come true. Is there a new loved one? Is there a new baby, a new grandchild, a new partnership that's happening? There's celebrations, vacationing, you know, perhaps going somewhere you've never been before. All beautiful, beautiful energies. And you've selected the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords energy, he's extremely smart. He's extremely intelligent in just all sorts of different aspects, okay? He's street smart, or he's book smart, or he's both, right? Perhaps he is a brilliant artist, a brilliant writer, a brilliant speaker. He's the confident, articulate leader in the room, okay? Can sometimes be rigid, but at the same time really has a handle on the situation, can really read the room, all right? Now, this King of Swords might be you. It might be someone you're dealing with this week. I don't know. Let's get some clarity for pile number 3, please. That seems a lot of cards. Could they come out one at a time? That would be helpful. Some clarity for pile number 3 and the King of Swords. What situation is happening for us this week? Yeah. 10 of... Wow. And the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So this King of Pentacles is very abundant. And abundant in several different ways, or like this could be financial abundance with the 10 of Pentacles, but it could also mean abundant with a really loving, grounded family, or perhaps you know, abundant in having a really successful business, or you know, something of that. However, this abundance perhaps even is abundant in health, let's say, really has had a glow up. Whatever this King of Swords and 10 of Pentacles is for you. And the 4 of Pentacles for me is always about really holding on so tightly to something. So this gives me the idea that perhaps you're having some difficulty letting someone go. If you have a daughter getting married, or a child going off to university, or you know, a loved one or a partner who is military and going to sea. I mean, there's just all sorts of different scenarios. It could also mean that you're holding really tightly to your finances, right? You're really scared that you're going to lose that abundance in some way. Okay, so you're holding so tightly. And what I always notice with the 4 of Pentacles is that he's got this pillowcase, right? So this is something he cares about very much. Like when he lays his head down on his pillow at night, this is what he's thinking about, is these pentacles and how they represent for him in his life. So like I said, it could be family, could be money, could be health, whatever this 10 of Pentacles is for you, whatever this is that is so important to you. He goes to sleep, he concentrates on only that. His hands are gripping the pillowcase. So although he's holding tightly on to something, and because he's holding tightly onto something, he can't open his hands palm up to receive something. Okay, so this message is asking you this week not to hold on so tightly, not to attempt to control a situation or an abundance in some way. For example, if this King energy is the King of Swords energy is you, and you have a son or daughter getting married, now is not the time to try to control the situation, you know. And I'm saying that because of what's happening up here. You may have an opinion regarding the wedding, but it's not your opinion to have. Six of Swords, let it go. Right? Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. Yeah. So, Knight of Cups, that's, you know, he's the happy knight. He's the loving, supportive knight. He loves himself. He loves others. He's very expressive, right? And he sits between conflict and moving away from conflict. So pull yourself out of the fight. You don't have a horse in the race, as it were. Man, we're just throwing those out of everywhere, aren't we? Okay. Yeah. Five of Swords is conflict for the sake of conflict. There's no clear winner, right? It's you making a change in that you're stepping away from the conflict, stepping away from the overthink, stepping away from having that control. And the Six of Wands, or Six of Swords, is really about leaving it behind because it doesn't serve you in any way. So again, this is, if we're talking about like a financial abundance, the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, together with the Four of Pentacles, that energy is holding so tightly and so fearfully to your financial abundance that you are not enjoying your life. So it's not asking you to be fiscally irresponsible. What it's saying is spend some of that abundance to bring yourself joy. If it's family or relationships, don't have these petty arguments. You know, just walk away from it and really leave it behind. That's what's going to bring you harmony. Sticking with the whole wedding theme because of the marriage, maybe you're going to a wedding this week, and there are family members or people, friends of the bride or groom, that are going to be there that you don't much care for, let's say. You've got history. This would be about burying the hatchet and moving away from that, you know, just physically, if you must, move your physical body away from that person. Or if you can find it in your heart, forgive and be gracious about the fact that you have absolutely differing opinions, you know. Be in this Knight of Cups energy and not in that conflict, struggle, fighting energy. There was something else that came through. Oh, I hate when that happens. Yeah. Basically, don't let this person who causes you anxiety or stress live rent-free in your head, right? Because if you do allow what they say or do, or how they act, or, you know, if they're gossiping or whatever it is energy that they are putting out there, if you grab it, hold on to it, put it in your head and worry and stress about it, part of your joy has now escaped your body to let room in for this other person's opinion or words or gossip. Now you've just given them the permission to torment you. It's okay to say, you know, I don't accept that, and walk away and live your life and be happy and be this Knight of Cups. You know, you're that King of Swords. You know what sort of, you know, pain and trauma and perhaps even ignorance that tricky, sneaky, mean energy comes from. You know where it comes from, right? That's really, it's a projection onto you how they feel about themselves. So just, you know, wish them well if you want to, or just, you know, give that blessing to yourself and move away from it. And maybe that's the new experience, because usually you know, you're the King of Swords and you know you're right. And in the past, maybe you've always, you know, fought to the last, till your last breath. Seven of Wands says, yeah, because it's been necessary for you to do several times, but it's not necessary in this. No, see, it's not necessary in this situation. The Emperor is the ruler, and the Seven of Wands is more conflict, right? The message is for you to have the strength and the vision, the knowing that you don't have to battle these wands. Maybe it's not even your battle to have. If this is about your finances and holding on to them, you're being asked to remember that you're the Emperor. You're the King of Swords. You can recover that. You can spend that, enjoy yourself, you know, not worry so much. Make a plan, put so much aside, and then spend some of, you know, allocate some of your finances, your abundance, to bring yourself joy, right? And know that you are the Emperor and the Seven of Wands energy, that you can recover everything you spent, that you'll just make it again, right? Wow, there's a few ways this is coming through, and I'm not sure how it's resonating for you. If you are seeing these cards and getting a different message loud and clear, then listen to that message, okay? If these cards are speaking to you, because this is a general reading, I'm not going to get each situation as it relates to each individual person. It's difficult to do that. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles is that, that worker energy, right? That Knight of Pentacles knows how to get things done. Knows how to, okay, in the various situations. This Knight of Pentacles is the peacekeeper. And not that she has to make peace with another person. She makes peace with herself. She knows who she is. She knows she's a good person. She may even know she's in the right, and she feels no need to force it upon someone else who isn't willing to listen to or even consider her position. She is not at all tortured by it, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is moving on with her life. She's doing her thing. She's going with the flow. She's building her own abundance, and she is so not worried about whatever's going on up there. And again, if it's about relationships, that rings true. If it's about finances, that rings true. Like the Knight of Pentacles has it under control. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles. There's lots of stuff, you know. Lots of growth. The Seven of Pentacles gives me the energy of you're a nurturer. You know, you like to grow things. You like to grow your abundance. You like to grow your finances. You like to grow your garden. You like to grow your relationships. You like to nurture the things that you put into motion. And the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to remember that about yourself, to remember your blessings, to remember how far you've come. To remember how far you can go, to even consider how far you can go, and really to appreciate and feel grateful for the blessings that you have now. If anyone's going to a wedding and that resonates in some way, you've got to let me know. You don't have to do anything, but I'd love to know if that's the case. I have a whole vision in my head of, you know, that weird uncle at the wedding that drives everybody crazy. Okay. Angel card for you for this week. Is there just the one? Yeah, strength and guidance. So, you know how it is, right? You're the King of Swords. You've got their number. It's really ringing about relationships to me for some reason, even though there's like literally no cups on the table. But this is really about, probably to me, it's probably about family relationships. And when you're tested, when you're tired, when you feel like it's just too much, this person or their actions or the reactions are just too much, ask for strength and guidance from your spirit guides, right? Ask God, ask Source, ask the universe for strength and guidance, because our spirit guides can't step in to help us without, you know, except in some exceptional circumstances, without being asked, because we have free will. We can live our lives however we wish, right? But if you find yourself at a loss and you want to do what is right for you and for the greater good of all, ask for that strength and guidance, and then remain open to receive it, and you will. All right, pile number 3. I have started to use the Divine Animals Oracle for this reading. I love it. I am going to read it from the book because I cannot recall all the animal spirit guides and, you know, their energies and messages. Some of them are, you know, I just don't, they don't all come out a lot. And peregrine falcon. Okay, I may or may not be pronouncing that incorrectly, but peregrine or peregrine falcon. Observation. Let's see what message is coming through. Are you seeing falcons? Have you seen a falcon anywhere on TV? Cover of a book? I don't know. Can you see falcons in the wild? I have no idea. Observation. Take a step back and simply observe a situation. Listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, as acting rashly will not serve you in your current situation. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear, you are protected. Hello. Don't rush forward. You can know you're right without fighting about it with someone else. If they don't care to even consider your perspective, why expend that energy, right? Okay. Pile number 3, we're going to end your reading with spirit number or numbers. We'll give it another shuffle and see if any come through. That one wouldn't go back in. So when you see these angel numbers, which you may see anywhere, you're being asked to remember the message both on the cards and in this reading this week. 0808, swift action. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. So, swift action, wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. 0808. And 0110, belief system. You are blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Beautiful. Go after what you want. You are unique. This is destiny. Be inspired. Use your talents and gifts. Appreciation and gratitude. Those are all keywords for angel number 0110. So pile number 3, this has been your reading this week. Please let me know if it resonated for you or if you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, and that way I'll know you did. Also, if you care to comment, let me know what you think. If you've watched the previous video, if you like the tea leaves, if you like the animal spirit oracle, I really felt compelled to put them in this week's reading, and I think they were wonderful in kind of confirming the message that's come through the cards. Okay, pile number 3, I hope to see you again. I'll do another pick a card reading next week, and I hope to have up very shortly the zodiac sign readings, hopefully before August 1st. So until next time, bye-bye. Pile number 3.